I'm Maggie. I am Rory's handler, and he's my little buddy.
And I'm Charlie Young, the owner of Professional Canine Services. Myself and my staff have actually trained Maggie and her dog together, Rory. Rory started probably around 6 months old, and what is he right now, 2?
He's about to be 2 in February.
He's almost 2 years old in February, so the training that we do with this dog is a rigorous training process that we put him through to be obedient as he is.
So the first question, I'm pretty sure this is the main question for everyone. Can you pet the dog at any point in time?
No. Well, actually, if you're my friend and you want to, you can come to my house and you might be able to pet him, but he's a little sassy. But no, you can't pet him, not in school.
So the big thing about it is once he has that vest on him, he is technically working. So every time that vest goes on that dog, and that's a visual sign that says do not pet service animal on him, you cannot pet that dog at any given time. You should not even look at him, talk to him. The other thing you shouldn't do too is avoid putting food on the floor or anything that can disturb him, especially hand sanitizers and stuff like that. Like if you leave him clipped on your backpacks and you drop a backpack down and it's next to him, it can actually affect his nose and his breathing. So those are the couple things. But in regards to petting him, the only one that can pet him during the normal day is Maggie, and that's it. At her house, she can take the vest off, and it could be a normal dog inside the living quarters of her own home.
What can people do if they really want to pet a dog, they just can't resist?
Mostly you can just take a minute, keep your hands in your pockets, and I know it's really hard not to pet him. I pet him all the time, but he's my dog, so you can't pet him.
How will the dog affect the class it's in?
He doesn't affect it much. He mostly will lay down on the floor, and then the only thing that he does is he might alert me if I'm getting a little anxious, or that's pretty much it, but he doesn't do much. You won't really realize he's there after a while. Sometimes I forget he's there.
Will the dog be here every day?
Yes, most of the days he will be here unless there's a reason, like a field trip I'm going on, or if I just don't feel like I need him that day because of whatever reason, then he'll be here.
Where would the dog be during lunch? Would the dog be in the cafeteria or school store?
He might switch back and forth. I might be in the PASS program. He might be in the cafeteria sometimes, but he's pretty well trained, so he won't really affect you.
What would happen if the kids in one of the classrooms has allergies to the dog?
So you can sit 10 feet away from me. He doesn't shed much. He'll stay pretty far away, and he's not going to interact with you, so you should be fine.
The main thing with Rory is when he's inside the school, like I was just said before, when he's inside the school, is just to treat him like a regular person. Don't touch him, don't talk to him. This dog's gonna go everywhere with her. And if the dog's laying on the ground or like this, don't try to lure the dog with food, because there actually is law on that. There's actually case law on that if interference with a service animal is actually finable up to $300. Okay, so it's actually a law that you cannot tamper with these dogs, because if you do that, it's actually obviously the school police will be involved, the principals and stuff like that. So it's very crucial into his training is to let him be him for Maggie, because that dog serves a single purpose, which is for her, and will keep her coming to school every day and make her comfortable in her surroundings. And that's basically the goal for Maggie and Rory, is to stay in school, number one. Number two is so everybody in school is educated enough to understand what a service dog is.
So when I am having a lot of anxiety or whatever symptom I'm having, he might jump on me, and that's pretty much all he does. He might jump on me, or might try to crawl onto my lap, or I might even, if it's difficult, I might sit on the floor with him, and he might be on my lap, but that's not him not working, that's actually him doing his job.
Perfect, then we're done.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, that's $1,000 for the day. Thank you.